Hey guys, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope all is well. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. I have a question for you. Did Sarcos just take your man's job? Did Sarcos just take your job? Might want to pay attention. And I know we do our thing here on the channel, and sometimes we dabble into finance because whether you want to face it or not, some people are like, oh, you always talk about money and investing and, new ideas. I just hit my friend up. I said, yo, here's another opportunity. We need to consider doing this because we're in two different states. And I said, hey, we need to team up. Here's what I found out. I've been getting some more information. Are you interested? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, hey, this is a way we can turn one business into two businesses. You understand? One into two. I want to get some more information. I'm just not about me and the people that I know. I want you to make some money too, okay? So, well, hell, I'll go ahead and tell you about it because I love you. I wish you wealth and health, okay? Mammies, we want you to come out of the mammy room, okay? And make it all about you. This dust is killing you, babe. And this on the screen is what I want to talk about really quick. So, my idea I was telling my friend about, I was watching this video of the guy that does the what do you call it? Oh yeah. The guy, they clean out these houses, okay? And again, I'm going to check into it for myself and my friend. Heck, you guys can do it too because it may work for you. I want you to make some money. I don't want you to struggle, okay? I don't want you to do that. I want you to be happy because money brings freedom. Money brings options, okay? So I want that for you. Okay, so I was checking, and basically, this guy, what he does, he works for someone, and I think now is going to be an opportune time. Okay, and what they do, let's say when people, it's not so much as like evictions for apartments, you may have that too, but just cutting to it, what they're doing is basically, when people move out of a house, lose a house, foreclosure or eviction, and then they want to sell it. Well, they'll move out what they can. And sometimes they're leaving in nice things. They're not taking everything. So then the bank needs someone to go in there and put in a bid to do some cleaning, to clean it out. Once the person has left the premises, they are not to come back. So what this guy does, he works for someone, and he basically he'll go look at the property and then say, okay, we're gonna, we can go ahead and get this property cleaned out and cleared out for X amount of dollars. Some, it could be a big job because you may have a hoard, or some could be a small job. Again, no excuse for the dusties. You know how to walk, steal, and kill. You can use your arms and legs to steal and kill. Use your arm and legs to get that dollar bill. Okay, please. So what they do is they have a business, and they'll go ahead and look at the property, check out the inside and the outside, and then submit the bank a bid. If they get the winning bid, then guess what they do? They go ahead and clean the property out. Now think about it. And ladies, you don't have to necessarily do it yourself. Think about it. Again, I'm just kind of brainstorming here. This is a possibility. You could maybe hire Mary maids or hire someone to help you clean. Hell, a family needs money who's not working. Why can't you get started like today? Do some research. Again, I'm still researching it. So what they do, they put in a bid to the bank to say, hey, we can clear out this property and clean it up, get it prepped for sale for X amount of dollars. If they get the winning bid, then the bank will pay them. They go ahead and haul everything out, and then they clean it up. Let the bank know, and then they get paid. Gee, you have to clean up at your home. Again, with these dusties, there is no excuse. I just gave you a business idea. Maybe he can't be the one out front. Put your woman out front. You put out front for everything else. You put out front to pay those bills, pay that mortgage, pay that rent, pay that car note that you drive around in. If you have a dusty in your life, put that dust to work. I know some people take a little longer. Put it to work. So yeah. And then, but here's the other thing about it. So when people are leaving things inside the house, and again, I am not the expert. I just saw this and I said, wow, that is interesting. It's the guy that does the cleaning. He goes through it and he's taking what's left. I mean, again, this stuff has to get out of there. He'll sell some of it on eBay. He sells some of the stuff. Oh, wow. One lady was a hoarder, and she left like a whole bunch of knickknacks, selling those knickknacks on eBay. Poshmark and some other places, selling them online. Gotta be kidding me. So now he's got two businesses into one. Clean up, get the check for that. Some items left over here, go ahead and flip it. Some things are larger items, put them on consignment. One lady had a large armoire. I said, "Oh my gosh, she has no idea that is an antique French armoire. Put it on consignment." Mm-hmm. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I told my girlfriend, I said, "Listen, we got to check into it." And I'm like, "Don't forget, you can hire people. Take it off your taxes." And I told her, I said, "What we should do, I'll do more checking. I want to know if you're interested. We're in different states." I said, "What we can do is this here. Let's first of all get more information. I'll be checking on it. We'll discuss it in about a week or two. Have a quick Zoom meeting, the two of us. Actually, it's going to be three of us, one of my homeboys." And I said, "We can go ahead, um, get that information. And don't forget, other things that's in there, they want it out. You can sell it. Sell it online. Like you might have you an Etsy shop coming, honey. Boop. Okay? So you're finding ways to make money. If you have to hire someone, hell, hire someone. Hire someone. Put somebody to work. Somebody in your family." So I want to mention that. I said, "Wow, I mean, are you freaking kidding me? That is an opportunity. I wish I could clone myself. That is an opportunity to make some money instead of sitting up complaining, busted and disgusted." So that's that. So back to the screen. Sarcos. Is Sarcos taking your man's job? It just might. I want you to listen to this. And as I told a friend of mine, I saw this movie and the guy said it was the guys were doing young sports, and he said, "When you come in here, you better come in with a plan, because I'm telling you, you don't have a plan, your opponent does." And he said, "Your opponent, if you don't have a plan, trust me, your opponent does." And he says, "Your opponent's planning will manifest itself in your defeat." Think about that. I read it back like 3 times. Have a plan. If you don't have a plan, think about it. Your opponent does, and your opponent's plan will manifest itself in your defeat. BC, what are we planning? What are we planning? Are we just waiting to let life happen? And I can tell you, planning does work. I did experiment myself. I know what it's like to have a husband living in West Palm Beach. Hell, I've had a maid. But I know what it's like through some investments going bad. Oh, yeah. Hedge funds manager. I know what it's like for it to go tumbling down on your ass. Oh, yeah. I kid you not. I know what that's like, where you can no longer afford the maid. So what? And I haven't had one since. I know what that's like. So I've kind of lived very comfortable. And then I've seen it like slowly kind of crack. And it's like, oh my gosh. And that's when I started going to work, business, kept that going. And that's when I started to invest. And I listened to other people. I said, wow, they did that. And I emulated it. I did experiment with myself. I left one location, all fly and all that. I said, I'm going to kind of try this here. I can make this work. Oh, yeah. I can make this work. And I came up with the plan. And it works. Planning can work. A lot of people are suffering. My heart goes out to them. Today might be a good day to plan. I just told you about the idea that I expressed interest in. And trust me, I am so busy. Oh my gosh. I took off Sunday yesterday to chill. I did a few videos. And I was like, wow, just to kind of rest. And it felt like, oh my goodness. Always planning, moving toward a different direction. So the plan I just told you about with the banks, and I said, wow, look about that with all these foreclosures. Hell, somebody's got to get it. With all these foreclosures that's going to be hitting, someone has to clean those homes out. Let's go ahead and get to the video. So I wanted to share that with you. Check it out. I hope it works. If you can make some money, hallelujah, cowabunga. I want you to do well. That's what I want. I don't like seeing people money stretched out, okay? I had those shoes on before. Yeah, they weren't comfortable. So if I can help you, heaven knows I will if I can pass on some information. Okay? So I want you to look at this video. Look at this video. And don't forget the saying, long live the money. People that are planning, check out this video and just think long and hard. How will this affect a lot of people, working class people? How will this affect some working class people? You tell me, but somebody is planning, and this is going to turn out for them business wise, financially. So, a lot of people sitting at home not taking these jobs. Looks like the free money train is dried up. Musical chairs with a party been over. The music has stopped, and some people don't have a chair left still standing, getting evicted. A good idea of planning, and look how many people are going to be affected adversely. Working check the check. Check it out. Here we go. Sarcos. And this
called Sarcos is going public via a SPAC today. It's expected to start trading on the NASDAQ. It's not your run-of-the-mill robotics company, though. The company says it focuses on what are called a full-body, battery-powered, highly dexterous exoskeletons. And, that's what we're talking about right there. They're essentially robot suits meant to augment human strength, which can make things like lifting much easier. We're going to take a look now at that technology. Joining us, Ben Wolf, Sarcos CEO. Ben, you've had a career that spans a lot of different industries. Now this one. Why the SPAC though? Why do it that way? Why did that make sense for Sarcos?
The SPAC gives us a tremendous opportunity to be able to tell our story to the public in a way that we wouldn't be able to do if we had gone the traditional IPO route. My background, that I've taken companies public before through the traditional route. And when you look at what happens in the IPO process, a lot of focus on historical financials, historical performance. But when you're a company that's at the stage that we're at, where we're just bringing our products to market, you want to be able to tell the future story. And that's what inspires people about what our opportunity set is. So the SPAC gives us a setting to be able to do that.
We don't know what the future looks like in terms of automation and technologies and everything else. And I'm sure that something like this, like Sarcos product, will be a part of it. But the exoskeleton, I can't really call it infrastructure, whatever you want to call it, that mode has been around and hasn't really totally caught on at this point. Ben, is that a fair statement? And do you think that's about to change quickly?
Well, there have been things called exoskeletons that have been envisioned in, science fiction and movies and popular culture for decades. But there has never been a full-body wearable robot like ours. This is the first of its kind. And we do think it's going to fundamentally change the way industrial work gets done.
Like, who would your customers be, and what problems would the exoskeleton solve if someone were to climb into one of those things?
Well, realize if you got into it, you'd be able to start lifting 200 pounds with no stress or strain on your body at all. So we're eliminating the risk of occupational back injuries, which is the second leading reason why people don't come to work in this country, behind the common cold. More importantly, we're really addressing the problem that's caused by there being an insufficient supply of skilled labor. It seems like you guys talk about it on your program all the time, the number of people that are needed to fulfill jobs in manufacturing and construction, warehousing and logistics. We're short by millions and millions of workers in this country, and that's going to have a significant economic impact on companies and our country's GDP overall. So we're trying to deliver a next generation workforce that can allow a single human worker to do the work of 3, 4, 5 or more workers. So we're solving both the
Did you hear that? He said it can allow a single person to do the work of 3 or 5 people. So think about that. With all the people coming into the country, my concern is you're going to get to an influx we're going to get to a situation where we don't have enough jobs for people. That's a major concern for me. I think it's going to come to that point. We don't have enough jobs for people. So this right here, they're planning. If they can get And I'm so sorry it's doing this. My bad. I'm trying to pause here. Right here. Okay, let's pause there. Okay, so if they can get one person to wear this Sarcos outfit, we don't want to walk a mile in your shoes. If they can get one person to wear this outfit, it can eliminate jobs. It can eliminate jobs. This right here can eliminate a couple of jobs. So when you have 5 people doing a job, you might just need one. Look at the money they're going to save. The hourly rates. Okay? Vacation, sick days, health insurance. Do you think companies are going to say, no, we want to invest in people? No. They're about that bottom line. That's what they're about. So this here, I didn't mean to be long-winded, but this here, planning. You can get one of these, one person in one of these, and they can do the job of 3 to 5 people. What the hell do you think is going to happen? They already have, and I'll do another video on it, restaurants, they don't need a waitress. They got a robot bringing your food. So this right here, Sarcos, going public, planning. Companies are going to go for this here. You don't have to pretty much deal with people. You don't need that many in HR. You see where it's going? Less people. Don't need to worry about health insurance. You don't have to worry about workman's comp so much. You can get less people on the payroll and get more output. Ergo, companies are more profitable. Now, you will have less people employed, especially at the bottom, warehousing, things like that. So, planning. The ones at the top are going to get a hell of a lot richer, and people at the bottom are going to get poor. And that's just what it is. More poverty. Warehouse, those jobs, that's a working person's job. I get it. But one person in one of these little outfits can do the work of 3 to 5. They're going to, long term, I bet you they'll save so much money. That bottom line is going to increase. Life is business. It's not always kind, but it is business. So think about it. Planning is so very important. Some people just walk around all willy-nilly, okay, whatever the day happens, Not any kind of plan, at least try. But this is what planning does. And I bet they're going to make a return. They're going to make a hell of a return on this product. Business people look at money. Like as I tell my friend in closing, I said, a lot of people sitting up, child, and just laughing. And that's great. It has its place. But while a lot of people are sitting up laughing and upchucking and laughing and, just playing around and worry about my favorite show and all that, you have people that are up at night, meetings at 9 o'clock, not just 9:30 a.m., meetings at 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock. And they are sitting up and they are planning and they're executing. And they're going to be the ones on top. So this right here, warehouse job. Look how many people need those jobs. And there's some women working them too. This right here, one person wearing this can do the work of 3 to 5 people. Look at the money you can save on payroll. Again, health insurance, workman's comp. Look at the money you can save. You'll have less people. You can get, again, the company profits can go through the roof. Planning, people. It's important. So this here is a little different than our normal. I like to every now and then throw in a little financial, but this is what's happening around us. Don't forget, you better have a plan because somebody else does. And the one who's planning is going to be manifested, and the one who didn't plan is going to be manifested in that person's defeat. Why were they defeated? Didn't plan anything, just being all lackadaisical. See where it's going to get you. So, check it out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to hearing your comments on this. But we must plan because what? Life is business. I'm out. Thanks for watching.